Hey guys, Airgun Angie with Gateway to Airguns. This is my next grip review and it's on the Gamo Urban, a 22 caliber PCP. Really quick, I want to say thank you to Gateway to Airguns for making this video possible. Go check them out, guys, www.gatewaytoairguns.org. www.gatewaytoairguns.org. Okay, so before we get to any shooting, accuracy, power, at the range kind of stuff, let's talk about what we're looking at. So this is a 22 caliber PCP, and from front to back, we'll do front to back this time. The first thing I'd like to say about this gun, it is super light and super compact. It's 6.6 pounds and it's 42 inches long. We start out right here. It's got the Whisper Maxim silence technology. I don't know what it would sound like without it, but I will say this is a quiet gun. And then the barrel, guys, this is essentially a BSA gun. BSA makes some super sweet guns and this is that kind of quality. The barrel is a hammer forged rifled steel barrel. So super accurate, really, really good quality barrel. The air tank is right here and it fills to 232 bar, and then it has the pressure gauge at the very end. And to fill it, you just pop this plastic dust cover off and you have your fill port on both sides. It doesn't matter which side it is, so it's ambi in that sense. It comes with a special fill probe. Then we have the forearm and the grip, which are very grippy. I told you guys, that's my word. Very, very grippy. It has the stempling right there to make it easier to hold on to. Okay, so moving back, we have a 10-shot rotary mag, which you only get one mag with the gun. It would be nice if you got two. You only get one. It holds 10 shots, but it is a really sweet mag. Smooth, easy to fill, load. Easy to load, and it also has a white dot indicator on it that shows when you are out. So much less of a chance of dry firing this gun if you're paying attention to the white dot indicator. It also has a counter on the top that shows you how many pellets you have left. So two different ways to tell when you're getting empty so you don't dry fire the gun. It's bolt action. It has an 11mm dovetail rail. It's got a 2-stage CAT adjustable trigger. It has the manual safety right in front of the trigger like a lot of Gamo guns do, which is super sweet, very easily accessible when you're ready to shoot. No big movement necessary of any parts of your body, just a flick of the finger and the safety is disengaged. So we move back here, like I said, it's got the thumb hole stock. It's an ambidextrous synthetic stock with the thumb hole and the raised cheek piece, the rubber butt stock. The rubber butt stock for recoil, but you're not going to feel any recoil with this one. It's next to nothing, but it still looks nice. It's got the green band on it saying that it's a hunter. I think that's just about it as far as aesthetics. I've got on here the Hawke Varmint. It's a 2.5 to 10 by 44. It's side focus, just a basic scope, nothing real fancy. Pretty, oh, let me not leave out they have a barrel band on it, so it keeps the barrel steady for those of you who are interested in that. Oh, and one last thing before we move on to operation, this is not regulated and it is fixed power. So you get what you get when you get it. Now let's move on to operation. So how to operate the Gamo Urban. It is actually super simple. So of course, first off, you're gonna wanna mount a scope. There are no open sights. You're gonna need an optic. Next thing, it's a PCP, it's gonna need air, so we need to fill it. And in order to do that, like I said, you take off this dust cap right here, you insert the probe, fill it to 232 bar, and it is hand pump friendly, if you're hand pump friendly. So you want to fill it with air, and then you're going to load your 10-shot mag. Super easy to load, no issues at all. It's not, I have had magazines in the past that I actually had to watch an instruction video on how to load the mag. This is absolutely nothing like that. So load the mag, To insert your mag, you're gonna have to pull the bolt back and cock it. Then you're gonna insert your mag, push the bolt forward. It's ready to fire. All you have to do is point it in a safe direction, disengage the safety, and it's a go. Okay guys, so performance. Now, ahead of time, please forgive me. The target footage is not as great as it could be. I've got some new equipment. I'm trying to get it figured out. I will have a clear picture of each target at the end of every shooting session. So, nope, don't fret. So, the pellets that I tested them at 25 yards. I tested several of them, and the top two were the JSB 1815s, 13s, not 15s, where am I going? 1813s, and the GTO, the Predator GTOs. Those are the Predator GTOs. A lot of air guns love those pellets. It's crazy because they're lead free, they're super light, but oh my gosh, do they fly straight. Out of those two, I found that I liked the JSB 1813s better. So those are the ones that I chose, besides the fact that I have a little more of those in stock than I do the others. So I chose to use the 18s for testing, and first off what I do is I check to see how many shots I get per fill. So from full to empty, I got quite a bit. I was actually surprised because Gamo says you'll get 30 shots per fill. And what I do is I shoot it over the chronograph, and my first shot, I think it was about 771 feet per second. So I'll shoot it until I get back to about that same velocity. It's 30 shots. Dang caterpillars. That was air. We're getting there, guys. I think I can probably do maybe one more shot to be back where we started, 771. Yep, 763. So that's pretty good, and if you look at it, the accuracy, I see that target right there, and I see that shot group, a 41 pellet shot group. What I see is a beautiful headshot on a squirrel. So absolutely accurate. Now this is at 25 yards, guys. I do generally most of my testing at 25 yards, and I'll move it back to see how it does at a further distance. At 25 yards, beautiful groups, absolutely beautiful groups. So now that we've gotten the pellet testing, I chose my favorite pellet. I did the full to empty test. Let's go ahead and move it back to 45 yards. Now at 45 yards, I'm gonna set up the trigger pull meter. I want to see what I get for a trigger pull. Gamo said 3 pounds. Let's see what I get. All right, for the first one, I got 1 pound 4 ounces, almost 5 ounces. For the second one, I got 1 pound 8.7 ounces. A good bit less than what Gamo had claimed, which is not a problem here at all. It is a very nice trigger. So now that that is out of the way, let's go ahead and shoot it at 45 yards. All right, let's reload the mag with, do the 1813s at 50 yards. Well, 45. 45 yards, 1813s. Let me see how low I'm shooting. All right, top target, top left target. That's not a bad group for 50 yards. All right, top right. Whoa, high and left. And that one was really high. Interesting. Those ones, Didn't do quite as well as the 1813s. So at 45 yards with the JSBs as well as the Predator GTOs, not as tight as at 25, of course that's to be expected. I wouldn't say that this is a 45 to 50 yard gun if you're going to be shooting for precision or hunting. I would definitely stick to maybe 35, 40 yards. It's going to bring it in a little bit more. The JSB 18s did a little bit better than the knockouts, not the knockouts, did a little better than the GTOs, but still not up to my standard for a 45, 50 yard hunting gun. So this one I'm going to say is a close range small game hunter. Maybe a backyard pester. What does my decibel meter say about this gun? Is it backyard friendly? I'll tell you right up front, guys, it is absolutely backyard friendly, but let's see what the decibel meter says. So at the muzzle, I was getting 81 decibels. And then I moved it 20 yards away, I was getting 80. So it's really, really a quiet air gun. It's not loud at all, super backyard friendly, and quiet enough to sneak up on some pests, take a couple out without any others knowing about it. We're not done. I know it might seem like we're done, but we are not done because there is another question to be answered. Will it shoot slugs well? Everybody wonders that, right? That's the question with just about every air gun now. Will it shoot slugs well? So the slugs that I chose to use are the JSB Knockouts. Of course, with the JSB Knockouts, I was getting an average of 622 feet per second. Knockouts are 25 grains, I believe. Yep, 25.39 grains. First I shot them at 25 yards. Let's start there, because like I said, this is not a long distance gun, but they may shoot slugs better at 50, at 45 really. They may shoot the slugs better at 45 than they shot the pellets, but I want to find out. And I know you do too. And the Nielsen Specialty Ammo, these are 0.217 and they're 23 grains, and then yep, 664 was the average I was getting with the NSA. So a little bit slower than the others, but that's to be expected. And I think I was getting an average of 21 foot-pounds of energy. So at 25 yards, both slugs, the NSA and the knockouts, shot beautifully, absolutely beautifully. I moved it back to 45 yards and again, not a 45 to 50 yard gun. Keep it at 35 to 40, and those would be some sweet small game hunters. But anywhere from 22 to 24 foot-pounds, and the slugs were 21 foot-pounds. I've never seen a squirrel that big. Let's go over some cons and pros. So, are there any cons when it comes to the Gamo Urban? Yes, there are. One of them is the fill probe. You gotta keep up with another small piece of equipment. It's not cool, it's not really that big of a deal, but it would be nice if it had the standard fill port like a lot of other guns. One of the other ones is if you really, really need to make sure you follow through when you're cocking this gun, because if you do not, it won't fire. You'll have to pull the mag out. Be sure to fully pull the cocking handle back. It's only happened to me a handful of times, but it sucks a little bit. It's a little inconvenient when it does. As far as any other cons, I can't really think of any. That's pretty much it. I mean, it would be nice to take some 45, 50 yard shots with this, but it's also good to know what it is capable of. Short range, guys, not a long range gun, which for some of us is absolutely fine. Okay, so we went over the cons. Now let's go over the pros. And there are so many of them, guys. I hope that I get them all, or at least most of them. So the pros, it's light, it's compact, it's comfortable. I mean, it's got the ambidextrous thumb hole stock, the raised cheek piece. Excuse me. It's got the two-stage adjustable CAT trigger with the safety so conveniently right in front of it. The 10-shot rotary mag that is so simple and easy to load and insert in the breech. The easy-to-read pressure gauge, the Whisper Maxim silence thingy right there. that makes this gun super quiet, backyard friendly, friendly for backyard pesting. It is hand pump friendly. Is there anything else? Anything else? It's accurate up to a certain distance. Definitely not a long distance gun. It is an accurate little gun. It is not pellet picky. It likes slugs, and it puts out enough power to take out a 22-pound squirrel. When you find one, let me know. So I think that's pretty much it, guys. That's the pros for the Gamo Urban, and the cons, and the performance, and the aesthetics, and the operation. If you guys want to find out more about this product or any other Gamo product, go to www.gamousa.com. Go to Gateway to Airguns. It has so much information for amateurs, for professionals. I mean, just from every spectrum of the airgunning world, Gateway to Airguns has it. You can get on there and interact with other airgunners, experts and beginners and PCP lovers, Springer lovers, just everyone. Everyone is on there interacting, giving information, receiving information. So get on there and join them, guys. Again, www.gatewaytoairguns.org. Well, guys, that's it for today. I'm Airgun Angie with Gateway to Airguns. Thank y'all so much for watching. Y'all don't just have a good day, have an awesome one. See ya. Bull.